Let me tell you about all luxury electric cars that are entering the market this year, and they are awesome. There are actually more than 10 of them this year, so let's get started. Acura ZDX. Now, much like its parent company Honda, it is a little late to the electric car revolution, and by a little, I mean a lot, but this is not a bad offering right here. About 325 miles, that's what Acura is promising, which is pretty decent. 0 to 60 in about 5 seconds, and the starting price a little hefty, between $60,000 and $70,000, but they will figure it out. It is coming to the US, but not likely to come to Europe. The Cadillac Escalade is finally going electric. The Escalade IQ, the full luxury SUV with a full luxury price of starting at $130,000, max range 450 miles. That's what GM is promising, which is quite impressive. 0 to 60 in less than 5 seconds, and it looks like the Cadillac Lyriq is going to have a big brother it always wanted. Moving on to number 3, and it is the Cadillac Celestiq. Now this is a big one. This is the full-size ultra luxury liftback, and the price is going to be Celestiq as well, starting at, ready, 340,000 American dollars with 300 miles of range, 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. It will be available in the US and Europe a little bit later, and I gotta tell you, they're not gonna be making too many of them, but this is gonna be one awesome electric car. All right, let's move on to the next one, and it is the Lotus Eletre. Now, you may be surprised to hear that this is not Lotus's first electric car. It's not even their second electric car. Now, we don't know too much about it, not the price, not the specs, but we do know the most important spec of any sports car, which is 0 to 60. It will be 2.78 seconds, which is not that bad. It is coming to all global markets 2024. And it is a beauty. All right, before we move on to the next one, a quick reminder that this video is brought to you by EnergyPal. Are you thinking about going solar but not sure what panels to get, whether or not to get a home battery, or how much all of this is going to cost? Well, EnergyPal will do all of that for you, and you will get a $500 gift card when your installation is complete if you use the link in the description of this video. Oh, and they even have this EV calculator that will tell you exactly what system to get so it can handle charging your EV all year around. That link is down there as well. All right, back to the list. The Lucid Gravity. Now, this is the second car from Lucid, and even though they've had all kinds of production problems, they are the best at two most important things when it comes to electric cars, which is the range and the charging time. So take this one seriously. It's a full-sized SUV. It's a luxury SUV, over 440 miles of range, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, and I think it's pretty good looking. It's coming to the US in 2024 and to Europe after that. All right, number 6, and it is the Polestar 3, one of 3 new Polestars coming to the market this year. And I gotta tell you, the Polestar 2, to my surprise, has done very, very well. Obviously, it is a sub-brand of Volvo. It's got the infotainment system that's based on the Android Automotive OS, which I think is a huge perk. This one is going to have over 300 miles of range. The starting price is about $84,000, 0 to 60 in about 4.6 seconds. It's coming to the US, it's coming to Europe this year, and I can't even tell you whether or not it's going to do well because I've been wrong about this one. So I think it's safe to assume that it's going to do at least as well as the Polestar 2. The Polestar 4, along with the Polestar 3 and Polestar 5, all coming to the market this year. This one's got pretty decent specs, just like the rest of them, over 300 miles of range. It's going to start at around $60,000 and 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. As always, I'm going to mention this because the infotainment system is based on the Android Automotive OS, which I think is a huge perk, and of course, it is a sub-brand of Volvo. Coming to the US and Europe in 2024. All right, now we gotta talk about this one. The Polestar Precept or the Polestar 5. I don't know which name they're going to go with, but whichever it's going to be one of the 3 new Polestars on the market. They've done very, very well with the Polestar 2. We don't know much about this one. This is going to be an executive sedan. Pretty much no pricing or specs have been revealed, but I'm going to assume it's going to fall in line with the rest of them, probably with over 300 miles of range, but I'm going to assume this one will start closer to 100,000 American dollars. It's going to be available in the US and Europe this year, 2024. All right, let's move on to the next one, and it is the Range Rover is finally going electric, though I'm not really sure how serious they are about it, because they didn't even bother come up with a cool name or any name except for the Range Rover Electric. As a matter of fact, I have to show you their hybrid version because they don't really have much of a video or the specs or the price for the electric version, even though they are saying they're coming to the US and Europe in 2024. Instead, they have, you know, this video that mainly features that girl here, which I don't mind, but aren't we supposed to be talking about the car? Let's get to number 11, the Volvo EX90. I cannot stop talking about how impressed I am by Volvo. Only 10 years ago, I wouldn't consider buying one, but now their designs are beautiful. They've gone electric pretty successfully. Their specs are pretty decent, including this one. I'll tell you about them in a second. And I cannot stop telling you guys that it is an Android-based operating system inside the car, which I think is a huge perk. Now, this one starts at around $77,000, which is fair because it's a full-sized SUV, 300 miles of range and 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds. All pretty decent specs for the US and Europe, where it's coming to in 2024. All right, let me know which one you're rooting for, and if you want to know about all electric cars that are coming on the market this year, I've put all of them together in one video, and you can check it out right here. All right, looking forward to all of your comments. Other than that, see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.